Beth Ann Rankin, the Executive Director of the GIFT Arkansas 529 College Investing Plan. And the acronym GIFT, G-I-F-T, stands for Great Investment for Tomorrow. And it truly is. What this is an initiative officially sponsored by the state of Arkansas that helps families prepare financially for college. And I want to emphasize that it's not just college in the 2-year or 4-year or graduate school sense. It's also future education or skill set learning with vocational and trade school. And I think that's a very important message to send to the citizens of our state, that Arkansas 529 College Investing Plan helps families no matter what that future learning looks like, as long as it is an accredited school or university or trade or vocational school by the state of Arkansas. The 529 funds can be applied toward those classes and those courses that are offered. So this is just one vehicle to help families plan ahead instead of potentially being faced with a mountain of student debt on the back end. Arkansas 529 helps families begin to put away money a little bit. It could be week by week, month by month, or even just one yearly contribution that you make into your Arkansas 529 account that is state deductible, state tax income deductible, but also the growth on that account over time grows tax free, both state and federally, when used for a qualified withdrawal, which is for education. So one of the big outreaches that we're doing this year to kickstart the conversation and get our Arkansas families really talking about this and hopefully getting them participating in the Arkansas 529 is that we looked at our outreach for 2015 and we wanted to do something a little bit different this year than we've done in the past. And so we thought we would do a grassroots, boots on the ground, pounding the pavement, old-fashioned outreach in all 75 counties to be sure that we were articulating, communicating, and educating and heightening public awareness in all 75 counties. So we are taking our effort this year and converting that into a $529 college account drawing in all 75 counties across the state. And so we're encouraging people to go to arkansas529.org and enter to win a 529 account. Of course, we chose the financial number $529 to help reiterate and stress that these accounts are called 529s. So that's why we chose the amount of $529. So hopefully someone right here in Columbia County will win the Arkansas 529 $529 county drawing and be one step closer to helping their financial path to college. And so they simply go to that website and they can enter to win the drawing. They have until July 31st. You do have to be 18 years old to enter to win, because this is a true investing account, and we want to be sure people understand that too. This is not a lockbox. This is a true investing account. When you go online to open your account, say you want to enter the drawing, but you also just want to go in and open that account and get started with saving toward college, you do have to be 18 years old to enter and to enroll and to open an account. But you'll be able to choose what style investing is most comfortable for your investing style. You might be a more aggressive investor. You might be a more conservative investor. You might want an age-based style of investing. We are encouraging parents and grandparents to get started early. Don't wait until that future scholar is 15, 16, 17, and 18. Not that it's too late to start when they are well into their teenage years, but it's much, much better with the 529 account if parents and grandparents, godparents, aunts, uncles will get started earlier when that future scholar, their designated beneficiary, is even a newborn or a toddler or pre-K or first grade, because with the tax advantage status of the 529, these accounts, our metrics show, will grow over time, and of course the growth on the account is tax-free both federally and state. So really, the Arkansas 529 is designed to reward families who are saving for college and thinking about it ahead of time. One of the elements we really want to stress, again, is that the Arkansas 529 does not just cover a 2-year college, a 4-year college, or a graduate school. They also cover vocational and trade schools. And we feel this is an important message to send to our Arkansas citizens, to let them know that the economy of our state depends on all types and styles of skill learning. And so I love that the Arkansas 529, when it was written by our Arkansas state legislators, it was truly beautifully written to be flexible enough to acknowledge that it depends on what your passion in life is. And we want, through the 529, to be able to apply those funds, not, as I said, not just for a 2-year, a 4-year, or graduate school, but also for vocational and trade school, because that's important for our workforce development here in the state of Arkansas, and for the plethora of our economic base that we need to have strong, thriving local communities throughout the state of Arkansas. So people often ask that question, and I'm quick to let them know that it's not just 2-year, 4-year graduate, but it's also trade and vocational schools as well. Also want to let people know they can change their designated beneficiary at any time. Say you own an account and your child gets that magical free ride to college. They get that full scholarship, or they make that magic number on the ACT, or they get that athletic scholarship. And or they just change their mind and they don't decide to go to college. You can always, number one, you can always keep the account active and let it grow over time, because you don't always know what the future holds. I did have one parent in another county tell me his personal story where he had a 529 for his son. His son decided not to go to college. He cashed out the account, took the 10% federal penalty on that, and then later the child changed his mind and the account was no longer there. And so he had wished in hindsight that he had kept the account, just kept it, and allowed those funds to grow over time, still getting the tax deduction for contributing every year. The growth is still tax-free, both state and federal, when used for education. And so he deeply regretted having cashed out that account. And so he wanted me to share that story, to let account owners know, take your time before you make a big decision over closing these accounts out, because you never know when someone might change their mind, or you can change the designated beneficiary from one child to another, or from a child to a grandchild, to a niece, a nephew, a godchild. There's a lot of flexibility built in for the account owner to determine who can actually use those funds. So we have now in Arkansas nearly 23,000 accounts that are active and funded. That's a strong number, but we want to make it even stronger. We want to make sure that people all across our 75 counties of Arkansas are aware of this vehicle for savings, that they can prepare financially ahead of time. And again, it's never too early to start. I even had one grandmother in one of the other counties say that she had a grandchild on the way. It wasn't even born yet, but she was going to start an account for the grandchild and go ahead and have it growing, so that it could grow over the course of the life of that grandchild and really be worth something by the time she or he was ready to go for future learning after high school. So the $529 accounts that we are offering in all 75 counties, we're hoping to have a really robust participation in that. And again, one winner from every county, an account worth $529 to get started on the path to college. If they already have a 529 account, that's perfect. We'll wire the money in if they're the chosen winner. If they don't, they'll have 5 days to work with us to establish a 529 account, and we'll be able to wire the money in and have them get started that way. So again, it's our major marketing effort this year of just trying to get the word out about the Arkansas 529 program. And again, it's called the GIFT Plan in Arkansas, G-I-F-T, Great Investment for Tomorrow.
Beth Ann, what is the minimum investment required for this program?
When Arkansas 529 was written into legislation, the bill's authors wanted to make it as approachable as possible by citizens in the state of Arkansas, and really a citizen anywhere. We actually have people who are out of state account owners. So anyone in the country can purchase the Arkansas Gift 529 College Investing Plan. So the way they wrote the law, a minimum contribution of as little as $25 can open your account and get it what they call fully funded at the beginning to trigger the official opening of your account for as little as $25 ever. And you will officially have that account. It's active. It's able to accrue value over time. Now, obviously, we encourage people to be able to continue contributing. There really is no particular required number or amount that people put in weekly, monthly, per paycheck, per year. We see the plethora of different individuals, different account owners, what their investing style is, what their contribution style is. And sometimes it just depends on life. You know, they may go through a year or two where they can't contribute anything to their Arkansas 529. That's understandable. The law allows for that. So there is no maintenance on there that an account owner has to do. Obviously, we encourage, even if it's small amounts, we strongly encourage people to remain active in their 529, even if it's $10, $20, whatever they can do as often and as consistently as they can do it. We do encourage that, but it's not necessary and it's not mandated by law. That opening $25 amount is all you need ever. If that account never grows beyond that, then at some point you'll at least have whatever was accrued on that $25. So that's all it takes to open the account. From that point on, it's account owner preference. They can contribute as much or as little as they have available to do so.
Well, you know, lots of financial experts will say that the best way to invest is dollar cost averaging, a steady amount at regular intervals over time.
Right, right. And I thought about this because I don't have children, but I'm looking at opening a 529 for my niece. And because the statistics I've seen in two different situations of some research that was done were just the existence of a college fund. And again, this is college, this is trade school, vocational school, but just the existence of a college account in the sphere of influence of that child, the direct home or their external home, their likelihood of attending a college or a trade school or vocational school is 3 to 6 times higher just because of the existence of the college account regardless of the amount in it. And I found that research profound. I really did. And I talk about individuals just being able to do what they can. Maybe you don't have a tremendous amount to invest. I call it the drive-through effect. If you just gave up one drive-through meal each week at $6 a week, by the time you add that up over a course of 18 years, that would be $6,000 by the time they're 18 years old. So every dollar counts. I think that's what we want to emphasize.
Beth Ann, compare and contrast for me the difference between the GIFT program and the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery.
Well, as the executive director of the GIFT Arkansas 529, I would say the largest difference in this is that the account owners own these accounts. This is obviously a path to college that is self-funded. So whatever money they put in, it is a direct investment into that child or that grandchild, that niece, that nephew, that godchild. And so it is tied to the investment, so to the market. So it's a true investing account. There is that risk element in there. We make sure people do know about that. This is not necessarily a lockbox. It is a true investing account. These accounts will ebb and flow over time. But obviously, as the executive director of the GIFT Arkansas 529, I'm going to encourage people that I think this is an excellent choice for that. I do know recently in the Arkansas legislature, they've had to shift those numbers for the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. I know there's some disappointment out there with that. So I do know that as the executive director of GIFT Arkansas 529, obviously this is a program that I would love for people to put on the table and consider as something that they can put their dollars in. They can choose the designated beneficiary. They get an Arkansas tax deduction for investing in their Arkansas 529, and the growth on this account is tax-free, both state and federal. And so obviously, I would put that plug in that the Gift Arkansas 529 is a direct help to Arkansas families. And you've got a little more control over it. And so that's obviously something that I want to at least be on the table. I'm just not as sure that people know about the Gift Arkansas 529 as much as they know about the scholarship lottery program. The cost of college, as we know, is a daunting figure for families today. And we see the escalation in the cost of college each year. I wish I knew a magic number to be able to throw out there and say, hey families, if you save this amount each week, each month, each year, you're going to be fine. I don't know that magic number because everyone's situation is unique. It's different. It depends on the college, the vocational trade school they choose. It depends on if they have any other assistance with scholarships or student aid along the way, and how many hours they take each semester. So, but I do know the statistics that we do see. It can cost anywhere between maybe $6,000 to $12,000 a year, depending on what amount of college courses or curriculum they're studying at any given time, and how full-time student status, what full-time student status they may have. So what we encourage is just consistent contributions. Some families may not be able to do that. It might be a lump sum at the end of each year after they've sort of seeing what they're able to give, but we do see many account owners making a faithful, it may not be large, but making a faithful contribution once every 2 weeks, once every paycheck, once a month, once a quarter, and we see those accounts over time maturing and growing in value and helping that family feel a little more financially settled for that future scholar in the days to come.
If grandma gets opens up an account for grandson, does grandson get a gift card of some type?
No gift card. No gift card. The grandma owns the account.
Okay.
So nothing goes directly to grandson.
Does grandma even have to tell grandson there's an
No,
account?
grandma does not even have to tell grandson about the account. And some account owners don't. They want that child to work hard. They want them to aim to college, study, work hard, and realize that a lot is determined by their grades, their scores on tests, their work ethic, that sort of responsible approach toward planning the future. And then others do want their designated beneficiaries to know, based on the research we've seen, that the child may be more likely to attend if they know that a college fund exists for them. They may take a harder, stronger look at attending college or vocational or trade school in the future.